Hello student, today we are going to start with our next chapter, periodic table. Now what is periodic table? So this is a table where elements with similar properties are grouped together. Why there is a need of periodic table, or why there is a need of classification of elements? So reasons for the classification, let me discuss first of all reasons for the classification. So first of all, systemize the study of element. Then make study of elements simple and easy. Student, you have seen a library where all the books are arranged either alphabetically or according to the subjects or according to the topics. So it's very easy to find a book from a particular box. So that is why there is a need to classify elements also. So this tells the relationship, if they are in order, this tells the relationship between the different elements. Then also it forecasts existence of other elements, tells the elements that are going to be discovered in the future. Now till 18th century, scientists study the properties like melting point and boiling point of each and every element individually. Why? Because the number of elements was quite less. But towards the end of 18th century and beginning of 19th century, the number of elements went on increasing. It became difficult to study and remember the properties of all elements. So there was a need to classify elements. Then a scientist then came up with an idea. He classified the elements into metals and non-metals. On some properties, hard or soft, high melting point, boiling point, low melting point, boiling point, good conductors, bad conductors. So they put elements which shows these properties, they put them here like potassium, aluminium, sodium, iron, and they put metals here which show that property, such like carbon, phosphorus, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine. So this went on for some time. But after some time, some elements were discovered which showed the properties of both metals and non-metals, such as boron, silicon. These elements discovered. So now they thought where to put these elements, because they showed both properties of metals as well as non-metals. So this system of classification failed. Now as the melting point and boiling point change with the change in temperature, so scientists started thinking of other properties as a base of classification that remained fixed at all the conditions. Yes, here came atomic mass that remained constant under any condition. So now a scientist, J.W. Dobbe-Reuner, it studies the member of same family, like family of metals or family of non-metals. So he studied when we arrange the elements according to the increasing order of their atomic mass, such as he arranged calcium, strontium, barium. He noticed the mass of strontium, middle one, is the average mass of calcium and barium, other two. Look at here. So calcium has mass 40 and barium has mass 137. By adding it, it becomes 177 divided by 2. This is 88.5. That is approximately equal to strontium's atomic mass. He took example of non-metals. He arranged chlorine, bromine and iodine according to the increasing order of their atomic mass. So now chlorine is 35.5, iodine is 127. By adding them, we got 162.5 divided by 2. It is 81.2. That is approximately bromine's atomic mass. So he came with a law that is known as law of triads. He said, when we arrange the members of same family in increasing order of atomic mass in a group of 3, the atomic mass of middle one is the average atomic mass of the other 2. But he could not succeed in making many triads. So he failed to arrange all the discovered elements. Now, not even applicable in the same family. This law even not applicable in the same family. For example, if we arrange fluorine, chlorine and bromine, the average mass of fluorine and bromine, that is 99, divided by 2, it came 49.5, whereas chlorine's atomic mass is 35.5. So the law of triad is failed here. After some time, another scientist, John Newland, came with an idea of octaves. Now he is a music lover. So he noticed, just like notes, musical notes, sa re ga ma pa dha ni or do re mi fa so la thi, every 8th note is repeated after the fixed interval. So when he arranged the elements in the increasing order of atomic mass, for example, hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, potassium, calcium. So he explained the properties of these elements when they are arranged. Every 8th element. So fluorine has same properties as that of hydrogen. Chlorine has same property as that of fluorine. Lithium, sodium, potassium, they have same properties. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, they have same properties. Carbon and silicon, they have same properties. So he said he came with the law of octaves, that when elements arranged in the increasing order of their atomic mass, every 8th element repeat the same property. You can start from anywhere with any element, but every 8th element showed the same properties. So Newland law of octave, here first time periodicity was observed. The word periodicity came into existence here with the law of Newland law of octaves in periodic table. What do we understand by periodicity? Periodicity means the repetition of properties after regular interval of time. But there are some limitations or there are some merits also of Newland law of octave. What are the merits? First of all, it related to atomic mass, that is a constant property. It indicates periodicity in the property, repetition of properties. Classification worked well till lighter elements, hydrogen and till calcium. It worked well. It formed the basis for the other scientists for the further study. What are the demerits? This law failed for heavier element beyond calcium. Second, after the discovery of noble gas, when the law was made, noble gases were not there. But after the discovery of noble gas, the idea failed. The law of octave disturbed. So between hydrogen and lithium, here come helium. So that is why oxygen got now under hydrogen. Helium, fluorine comes under helium. So helium is neutral in nature, whereas fluorine is the highly reactive non-metal. So the idea failed. And he failed to give specific position for hydrogen. So these are some earlier ideas of periodic tables. In the next video, we are going to discuss Mendeleev's law of periodic table. Thank you.